Nautor Swan in Finland, a yard and a name that needs no introduction to any sailor anywhere, but one that perhaps in recent years has been known more for producing super yachts and carbon performance boats than it has the cruising yachts that built the name over the last 50 years. However, we've come aboard this, the new Swan 54, which is much more the moderate displacement cruising yacht that made the yard's name. It's a blue water cruiser that could be sailed by a couple or a family anywhere around the world. First impression of the sailing performance, just on our way back into the yard. It's been really enjoyable. A light breeze, but enough to get the boat going. 8 to 10 knots, we were sailing 7.5 going upwind, up to 9 knots with the kite up as well. But you know, it's not bad for a moderate displacement yacht. But it's not about the figures on a Swan, it's about how she feels, and it's the way that she moves through water. It's very elegant. It's not twitchy at all on the helm. It's very much a cruising yacht. This one's been set up well for getting the most performance out of her. Carbon rigging. It's this spot here, being able to sit right in the quarters and lean up against the guardrail, because she's not overly beamy by today's measures at all, and really be able to see the whole of 50 plus foot of yacht in front of you. Couple of nice aspects about the cockpit design. Yeah, it's by no means too different to be able to reach winches these days, but you can do that. You can let off the primary winch easily enough, and the German led main sheet, both of them on reversible winches. Makes sense. Aspect I like is the way Nautor have mounted these pedestals for the wheels right on the aft part of the cockpit benches. It means you get lovely long cockpit benches. The wheels are close together enough to reach, but they're also right in the right spot, so you're in the quarters without being up against the backstay. It's just been really well thought out. Your overall impression down below is really, it's a harmonious mix of modern and traditional. It's a really warm, inviting feel, thanks really to the oak finish of the timber. Plenty of natural light, plenty of headroom, and really clever use of indirect lighting as well by Swan. It's a very comfortable interior, generous size saloon, and I like the layout. It's quite refreshing. The galley sort of extends into the passageway area and swaps places in a way with the chart table, but both end up with quite a generous area. And I think the one thing that blue water cruisers all value is stowage space, and this has it in spades really. In this layout you get a huge, great workroom style lazarette cabin, and each of the cabins have copious amounts of hanging space and drawer space as well. Might sound a bit boring, but it'll be valued. Going forward, keeping the heads area separate from the shower area, 2 separate doors, so you've got a completely separate shower, I think works really well. And as well as having a double cabin aft, passageway double cabin there works well as well. And then obviously a forward master cabin with plenty of space. In general, it's a quality, luxurious feel that you'd expect from Swan throughout. In the last year alone, Swan's brought out a 115, a 95, a radical Club Swan 51 design, and announced a 78 footer. But it's this return to a more moderate sized 54 foot blue water cruiser but it's perhaps the most welcome one. It's 1 AM here in Finland. The sun's finally gone down, it's just starting to get dark. But this boat shows that pedigree, design and build will shine eternally.